The time has come.
And we are finally in Viridian City, the next town of the game. This place is a nice town. This town is home to the final gym of the game. That's right, we're already to the final gym of the game, and we haven't even done a single gym yet. But we can't actually go there yet. As you saw earlier, we don't know who the last gym leader is, so we're just gonna have to move on from now. We can't go any further north because of this person blocking the road. What we need to go is to this mart here. Hey, you came from Pallet Town! You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it? And so we got our Oak's parcel, which is his item that he needs to get. And we now need to backtrack to where he is. It's a bit of a slow start to the game because we immediately have to go back to where we just were. But going back isn't as much of an issue as you would think, because as we go back down to Route 1 here, we can instead go through these ledges, which we can exit but not enter. As you can see, it's kind of odd perspective just because it's a 2D game, and it just looks like a rock in the road, but it's a ledge, I guess. So I don't know if we're climbing up really high here, but that is how we can get back, avoiding some encounters. We do have to go through that last bit of grass there. Alright, Oak, I got you your parcel, and oh wow, Bulbasaur has just sat there now, never to be used again. That poor bastard. Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? And so we delivered the item from the mart. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thank you. Gramps! What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request of you two. On the desk there is my invention, Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Jockey and Rick, take these with you. And so we got the Pokédex, an item I do not care about whatsoever. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old, I can't do it. So, I want you to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Jockey, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Jockey. That was a weird laugh, I don't know why he did that. Anyway, now we have the Pokédex right here, and essentially all this is it's data on all the Pokemon we've caught or seen. It's really only important if you're going after all the Pokemon in the game, but I'm not doing that. I'm only catching 6 Pokemon throughout this entire series. And, well, I suppose I'll also get the legendaries maybe after I beat the game. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Here, this will help you. And we got a town map, even though Rick clearly told his sister to not give us one. But we now have the town map, which is very useful, I think. It's right here. You can now tell, okay, we're in Pallet Town, there's Viridian City. We need to make it up to Pewter City, where the first gym of the game is, which means we gotta continue north and make it past that sleazy guy that was blocking the path earlier. Level 8, and we still don't have any Fire-type moves, but that's okay, we're gonna get there eventually. We aren't doing anything too massive right now in terms of battles. I'm just battling everything on the way to Viridian City, just to get a bit of XP, you know. You can look at how much XP you need to level up in the menu. Unfortunately, the bar under your health that tells you how much you need isn't here yet. That would only be added in Generation 2, I believe, added it. But, yeah, that's definitely a nice addition, knowing how close you are to leveling up just, you know, offhand. Now then, we actually don't get any Pokeballs at the start of the game. We actually have to go out and buy them, which is different from most other Pokemon games. They're like, hey, here's some Pokeballs, but here we have to go out. I'll buy 5 of them, I suppose. And, yep, that's fine. And other than that, I think we're good. We're gonna head out to Viridian Forest, I believe is the name of the forest up ahead. Ah, I've had my coffee now, and I feel great. Sure, you can go through. Are you in a hurry? Not at all, sir. I see you're using a Pokédex. When you catch a Pokemon, the Pokédex isn't automatically updated. What, you don't know how to catch Pokemon? I'll show you how to do then. So this old man just gives us a demonstration of how to catch a Pokemon. People who know the Missing No Glitch know all about this whole sequence, but this isn't really important. I'm going to skip by this. Wow, he has 50 Pokeballs. You think you can lend some to me, maybe? First, you need to weaken the target Pokemon. And that's it. I'm pretty sure this guy may... No, maybe I'm thinking of another generation where someone shows you how to catch Pokemon, then it gives you Pokeballs. I think I'm thinking of Generation 4 when Dawn gives you the Pokeballs after demonstrating how that works. Assuming you picked a male character, in which case it would be... You would be Dawn, and they would be... the other person's name. I don't know them. I came here with some friends. They're out for Pokemon fights. So, this is the first area in the game where there's more trainers that want to battle us, like how Gary did at the beginning of the game. I call him Gary, but I named him Rick. I need to remember that Rick is his name. Here we have a Pokeball. So, okay, we get one more extra one before we head into the forest. And this is where I'm going to be catching my first extra Pokemon in addition to my starter. This is where a lot of people do, assuming you don't use a Pidgey or a Rattata. Music in this place is very ominous. Now, I kind of like Viridian Forest as a puzzle area because oftentimes you're treated where either there's a trainer battle where you have to do it, or you can go through the wild encounter grass. Now, the wild encounter grass will be an easier Pokemon, you know, in terms of you can run away from it, it's probably a lower level and you'll be able to deal with it much easier, but at the same time, trainer battles get you much more experience points and money. So what one do you want to go for? You know, it's a nice little decision you have to make. Our speed fell, but we're still faster, and we're still taking care of that enemy Weedle. And now we have a Caterpie. These are like the two bug Pokemon at the start of the game. Every Pokemon game has bug Pokemon, a generic rodent normal type, and a bird Pokemon usually. A Pikachu rip. You know, generations can be a bit samey from time to time, but I don't mind too much. As long as the game does something else unique that I enjoy. Okay, that ends that Caterpie. We beat this trainer here. It's a level up for Doris. Can we finally learn Ember, please? Yes, we learned Ember, and this is good because all these trainers are bug catchers, they have bug types, we beat them with fire, that sort of thing. Like, here's another perfect example where that trainer right there, we could go around him by going in that grass behind him there, but then we would have to go through grass, you know, there'd be encounters. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any encounters going through the grass in this forest whatsoever. I did grab that Pokeball at the beginning. Now, what starter you choose is, of course, very important. We are bodying these bugs because we picked the fire starter, but the next gym is a rock-type gym, so any other starter would have served us better than Charmander is going to when we get there. Oh wow, we burned the Kakuna with Ember. And actually, that might just finish them off. Yup, that's the end of that Kakuna. 106 experience points. We're in level 10 with Doris here. Okay. So Doris is really just getting us through all these bug catchers, no issue. We don't really have to be using anybody else right now, but we are going to need some other Pokemon when we get to the gym because, you know, the gym features a lot of Rock-type Pokemon. We aren't going to be very effective against them. Granted, the things we're catching in this forest aren't necessarily good against Rock-types either. It's just that they are Pokemon. There's some substance to our team then.